And we should be all right. Talk to me, Christopher. What are we talking about? Going to work, poorly educated? Let me follow you too. Drummond, how are we? Now living new life. Wow. Oh yeah, because I think we destroyed your home actually. Sorry. More people want to move in, but at a low housing situation. We're now losing 100, so we have 3 months of our of area left. All right, so this needs to go up one. This needs to go up one. Everything's going up one. I think it needs to go up probably about 2% more. All right, we're losing a considerable less amount of money, so that's good. Let's check on the wealth of our citizens. Right, money's going down. We've not at any point outside of this truly made any money, which is problematic. Our income is coming in, taxes and service fees. We're getting those. We're starting to get tile upkeep expenses now. Crime rate has ballooned. Education, poorly educated, still high. Okay. Household, we're trying to look at the household wealth. So on average, our households are relatively rich. So we can probably tax them a little bit more until there's a disdain for taxes. High taxes is now killing people. But we're losing a lot less amount of money now. Okay. So people hate how high taxes are. Okay. And we've lowered now our interest to move into the city. So that's good. That's good. That means we found, and it's lowering a lot. No, not a lot. Okay, so we still have some interest. So let's capitalize on this interest now. We're starting to get some businesses. Let's put some homes next to some. Actually, no. Let's use what we've got, right? Clearly, nobody wants to put a business here, so let's use it for some residential stuff, huh? You can use that, I think. Population is going to continue to increase. We're in a good way now. Schools are okay, so the high school is full now. High school is full. Cereal mill. We have grain, way too much grain, in fact. All of our neighboring cities are starting to get upset about all the grain we're shipping them. Let's get on the cereal game. Okay, cool. We have more than enough grain to do it. Nice. All right, so that means this is working. Profit. All right, cool. Production. What are we putting out? Does this show us our active surplus or no? Production data, no. There we go. Okay, forestry. So we have a lot. We have a surplus of about 5 tons. Cool. All right. I want all these roads, these minimal roads right here, the gravel roads, to be the farming. However, industrial roads, which I thought there used to be industrial roads. Once again, I could be tripping. Alright, let's do a where's the medium? Where's medium? Here we go. Alright, so this is actually gonna need to furl up here just a little bit. That'll furl up. This will furl up just a touch as well. Because if we're going to put a cul-de-sac in here that's very large. Cool, done. Okay. And very large on this end. For larger trucks and stuff, right? Free building. Mill. We're going to need small road in here. We'll just take it up. You just go right here with it and over, of course. All right. Hate how that's not straight. So let's delete that. Okay, so this is as straight as that's gonna get. Okay. That's done deal there. And as we begin to employ people here, we should be okay. That ought to start making some noise, some splashes. We're going to want this to probably be a one-way, no left turn. Exiting the city here. So let's go ahead and upgrade this to a 2-lane. Why is this not letting me? Boy, stop playing with me. No left-hand turns either. Only out. Wait, actually, I don't think that could work. It's gonna have to. Alright, and then at the back end of this, we're going to put a medium road here. That this now connects to. the resource looking like? All right, so let's start looking at some fishing opportunities, right? That's gonna be okay. So that's gonna be more in the water once we get it right here. Understood. Requires fertile land. Alright, so let's do some vegetable farming then. Okay. We gotta go around this. All right. Right up to that. There you go. I'm finna get disrespectful. Here it is, right around the circle, right around the circle. Right around it. Yep, fit it right in there. Get into that corner. Cool. Then break this down a little bit. And have that go right there. And this goes right up into that. And that's how you break down an area right there, folks. Alright, so now we've got 4 different forestry areas. That'll start producing some stuff pretty soon. So right now we're wringing the necks of our citizens, our own citizens at the moment, to get as much money as we can. That'll probably help it more. I don't know if this will help at all. Realistically, we don't have enough lanes, right? So we're gonna need to upgrade the road rather than upgrade. Because what's this traffic here? Is this everybody just deciding to come this way? If the answer is yes, then I think that it's time we cut this off. Right? Because this wasn't even supposed to be a thing if everybody remembers. Yeah, let's cut that. Let's cut this. Let's cut that. Let's cut that connection. I think that'll help with the traffic a little bit. Having these be two separate entity neighborhoods. That means that this is their entryway. Which honestly, that's probably not long enough. Take this, we'll stick it some gravel lots here, right? Locate that over there. Put that over there for people to park. Crime rate is skyrocketing. So let's deal with that now. I want to kind of only make it a service road, if I can at least. I thought that we had service roads at one point. Okay. Doesn't appear to be that way, so we'll keep it pushing.
Are you setting a good example for your followers? Are you on a journey to find freshness? Are you tired of shopping at the dingy stores? Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Groceries, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Janet.
Hi, Stanley.
Isn't this a lovely place to shop?
It sure is. Common Groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice. Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts, the best donuts in town. We've got grapes and crawlers and creamy, crazy, crunchy critters. It's a full-on horror show at Go Nuts Donuts. Bet you won't last 5 minutes.
Boom. And the immediate police car route will be a sign if it was needed or not. This is a patrol? Okay, it's patrol. We're starting to send some folks into patrol now. Black on black. Let's do yellow again. Should we do orange? Nah, the boy's in blue, right? The boy's in blue, so we gotta go deep blue. Let's change this to white. do we just copy the color all across? We could go all white. I think it's got to be something that's ominous. There we go. With a gray, with a gray. So now this becomes too blue. There we go. We'll set it all like that. Okay. I think this is a good way. I think this is a good... There. Let's make that a black. Let's make this a gray. Silverish roof. Ah, let's just reset it. Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind this looking like it does. I really do not mind that looking like it does. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice homes. Level 1 homes. Residents, 2. Level 1s. Alright. So we're still losing a ton of money. Uh-oh. Thought we changed your color scheme. Where'd that other cop car go? Yeah, isn't that supposed to be the color scheme for all of them? Ah, set all. There we go. So now if we go to a different one. Where's he at? Patrolling. Where's your location? There we go. Now you're all looking the same. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I like that. That means this should be the blue and the white. Yep. Cool. All right. So now we're back to losing 85,000. So we need... We're running out of workers here too, huh? We're losing money here, we're losing money here, we're losing money here, we're terribly losing money here, we're hemorrhaging money there. We need more workers. We need more workers here, folks. We just need more workers. I feel like that's gonna be our issue. We need to build it and let them come, I suppose. A lot of kids. We're losing our teenagers. What's our population looking like? So most of the people here now are adults, which is good because now we're having our workforce. We have 0 homeless people in our city. That's actually pretty impressive. Not a lot of upgraded homes, but there are a few. There are a few upgraded homes. Nobody looks like they're upgrading at the moment. But it feels like we have a surplus, right? Because it's well into the green. Our consumption is 2 million. Our output is 23 million. How do I connect this to the city in terms of a exportation situation? I don't know. They're not begging for it yet. Well, it doesn't have a connection to the road yet, so I imagine that this would change soon. Hey, he's moving. He's a senior level employee with no car. So he's been walking like this entire time he's been here, and he's a thickums. He's a thickums. I assume that these two are married now. Okay. His residence, and he just changed his. So they're moving here now. Chestnut Street, that's what he said, right? He said he's gonna make space for his moving van. He's gonna live at Chestnut now. Right now he's living at Blackthorn, which is this nice place. I think he's been living there for a while. But she's gonna be moving into this home. A little smaller, a little cheaper. It's a level 2 home.
Are you setting a good example for your
What level home is this? This is a level 1 home.
Journey
Interesting.
to
Okay.
find freshness? Are you tired of shopping at the dingy stores?
Chestnut Street.
Sure you are. That's why
103
you go to Common
Chestnut.
Groceries,
Yep,
the
there you go.
ultimate destination for the discerning
The
shopper.
Mason family lives there at the
Hi,
moment.
Stanley.
So let's see what happens when she walks in.
It sure is.
Common Groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice.
Does she take it over?
Welcome to
Or do 2 families now live here?
Donuts in town. We've got grapes and crawlers and creamy, crazy, crunchy critters.
Ah, you're poor though.
Show at Go Nuts Donuts.
Oh, you're
Let
poor
you
too.
all last 5 minutes.
Oh. She's a cop. Unwell. Okay, let's see. How many people are retreating? Nearly full. That's good. Baker and confectionery. And start selling our convenience foods. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's put a bakery out. Let's get a bakery somewhere that people can travel to. So let's go put it right here, huh? Fantastic. We get some more money. Lovely, because we are... Whew. It's looking rough. Alright, so now we get taxis, so that's good. We get little parks. We can't quite probably afford those yet. Import city services, cool. Energy drink bottling plant, nice. Alright. Let's put that there. Let's go back over here. Energy drink bottling plant. Can go right there. This is a bakery. Right to here, give or take, right to there. Cedar Park. That's Cedar Park right there. We'll take this down to the beach. Boom, 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 boom. That's Autumn Ridge. And then this will be the rest of that other district. Boom. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, cool. Done deal. Alright. Got a building fire now. There's no fire department. Yes, that'll work. Oh, we have office spaces now. Nice. Let's just put some offices right here. Y'all didn't want the offices anyways. Start putting some experienced wealthy people in there. Firehouse. You are gonna need one of those now for certain. Police, medical. I want the police operating in this area. Police and secure the homes, right? Like, make these a priority. We'll add some overlap eventually, but I really don't like how this street looks. You know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll give us enough space for offices, Park Brook. Okay. Gotta balance the budget somehow. Somehow we have to balance the budget, folks. That's probably where we lack the most. Fashion sense, athletic wear factory. Okay. That's probably because of the textiles, yep.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The fire and rescue service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby. At this time, all citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
I don't know if that's an us problem or not. Oh, it looks like it probably is. Looks like it probably is. It looks like it is our problem. Alright, that looks to be about it, though. High density now. Now we want high density. Alright, let's put some high density out then. But see, this is high. Where's the high density, though? Or is this high density? Low rent housing? This is the high density. Okay. Okay. That is it. All right, understood. And let's turn this road up just a tad. Why not us, right? We'll put some low density homes here. Because now we can put down some taxi depots.
Are you on a journey to find freshness? Are you tired of shopping at the dingy stores?
Alright, this way we don't run out of stuff, right?
That's why you go to Common Grocery, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Janet.
Hi, Stanley.
Isn't this a lovely place to shop?
It sure is.
Common Groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice.
Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts, the best donuts in
Bank
town.
is doing good. The bakery's doing well.
Creamy, crazy, crunchy critters. It's a full-on horror show at Go Nuts Donuts. Bet you won't last 5 minutes.
45,000 now. We're making $250,000 a month on taxes, but we're spending $350 a month. What is this? Ambulances, fire, EMS. It's like those are essential services, right? Where are we spending the most? We already cut that. Landscaping, can't change this. Budget for transportation, we could lower this. Right, let's get that on a minimal. Healthcare is already not doing too well. Ah, so we're not making a whole bunch. We gotta make water and sewage a little bit more. Okay. We'll drop citizen happiness by 2 to add to the service fee. So that'll gain some more money here. We'll do the same thing on electricity. Let's go 2%. Let's go to 2% here. 2 points, whatever 2 points is. All right. So like that's gonna help. That's gonna help. Okay, the budget is now 54,000 in losses. Taxation. We need the office boom to happen. We still don't have much business in sight. Let's take that up 1. Let's take this up 2. 1, 2. Budget 41,000 now. Okay. Oh, so I can. Okay, so I can look at this at a granular level. Okay, fantastic. All right, so we're producing 17 tons of agriculture, of grain, right? And then of that 17 tons, 11 tons of it is surplus. And it doesn't appear to be going anywhere at the moment. Maybe it stops here because it is. But that seems to be an issue. Oh, we're positive. We're positive. We're positive. Chat, we are positive. We have turned this into a city that makes money now. We are a money-making city officially. I don't know what's going on here. You're like, why? It's been here for like a month now. Let's just bulldoze the building, I guess. There we go. All right, that's done. All right, so now we need to expand. Yeah, let's expand in some things here. Cedar Park, can we? Okay, we can now. Oh, lovely. Two things can be true at the same time. There we go. So every house here is filled at the moment. Average wealth is poor. Income, rent. It's not bad, actually. It actually isn't too bad. It is time to start maximizing our space, though. With 70,000? Which way do we go? We want to reserve this, right? Like, what's the ores looking like? There's nothing out to the right of us, so that gives us plenty of room for all that good stuff. What's the fishing situation looking like? That's node is water. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that node right developed. This is the water node. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get that node. Because that, I think, will help us as well. Here we go. This is a good fishery. Okay, so this needs a road. All right, so that should go away pretty soon. What's this? The narrow boatway? Okay, fishing route tool. I really don't, actually. I don't want to give up on it before I understand it, though. Is that a road thing, the routes with the boats, or no? Okay. Narrow boatway. All right, so that's yes. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so I think I figured it out now. All right, so this narrow boatway is gonna be here. And I take it that this automatically pumps out the lines?
Are you setting a good example for your followers? Are you on a journey to find freshness? Are you tired of shopping at the dingy stores? Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Groceries, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Janet.
Hi, Stanley.
Isn't this a lovely place to shop?
It sure is.
Common
Nah, I'm lost. I'm actually lost now. Hold on.
It's twice as nice.
All right, so that's the fishing area. All right, so we've got that now. Alright, so this keeps coming this way. And then it makes a turn. Okay. There's a high-ab bridge, ain't it? Okay, so now we're trying to connect this here. We get this now. But like this is now a control point, so this is a place where boats and whatnot can come, I think. That doesn't overlap at all, right? So we're good there. But now we need the route. So we'll see if that does anything for us. If it does, that'll be cool. If not, we may have to look into it. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to actively add a fishing route, so we can make some product. Fish-wise, we should be able to. We don't have any employees at the moment, but I feel like we should soon. We're gonna need to start doing garbage pretty darn soon. Hey, Sigzor, how are you? All right, so this is Chad. I think we're okay here now. 3 citizens a month, so we really don't need any of this. Oh, because there's only okay, so we have to add taxi stands. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, so we are tweaking now. We are tweaked out. All right, so this hasn't been working at all. Cool. Good to know. All right. We need to add taxi stands. Is there a big difference between City Skylines 1 and City Skylines 2? I would say yes. Yes, there is. What I've noticed so far, because I've been off and on City Skylines 2. Like, if I'll be honest with you, I actually preferred Skylines 1 until they made some upgrades. But to answer your question plainly, yes, there are differences. You can control a lot more granular customization of like the coloring and stuff of things. Like, for instance, take this building, right? Like, I changed the color of this, right? So you can paint this building if you'd want. You can change the color of the walls. So while that doesn't seem like it makes much of a difference, for people who actually want to style their city and control every little bit, you can change every little bit, right? If you want to change the color of a taxi cab, you can just take it, change it to blue. Your taxis are now blue, right? I like that portion. Also, the UI is a little different, right? So noting traffic accidents, I can click on this. There should be a car that's coming pretty soon. Should have left out of actually, I should have left out of this building, so might be on the way to the accident. Here you go, right here. It's on the way to the accident. Even though the work shift's almost over, should be approaching it pretty soon. You'll see it actually. Is it available for Xbox? I don't know. Let's take a look.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special announcement.
I know City Skylines 1 is.
Caused by flames. Thick smoke rising from the fire makes the air dangerous to breathe. citizens are advised to make any
It would appear the answer is yes.
services managed to get the fires under control.
Is it coming? It would appear the answer is yes. On the Xbox website, the game is add to wish list. So it looks like it's coming to console, but just not yet. Last news here is says wish list on console, so it's still on its way to Xbox and PS5. So answer is it will be, but not yet. We're working on trying to get this fishing area up and running. It's a part of that new DLC that they have, but I don't know if I'm doing something incorrectly or not. Let's see. Do we need to add boats? Water. Port quay, passengers, narrow seaway, okay. Cargo ship route. Nope, don't need any of this yet. Narrow boatway, ferry depot. Okay. We've just turned our city to positives, right? So we can now afford certain things. We're making a ton of money as a city right now, which is something that we're going to want to keep up because we are taxing our citizens heavily to live in the city. While they don't love that, it's because we didn't have a lot of educated people. So as you can see, the more educated you are, the more you pay in taxes because you're using the cities. What time is it for me? It is 6:47 in the evening. It is 6:47 in the evening. So we are trying to now grow the city, hopefully with some fishing apparati. But I don't know how to get that to work properly. So we'll see. What is this? What building am I trying to put down? Harbor. Cargo harbor, small port. It's 1 a.m. for you? Good God, where are you at? Tank farm. Port area can be completed with container cranes, warehouse, container yards in Sweden. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping in. I imagine you're going to be going to bed pretty soon at some point. In waters. Okay, so this cannot be in the water per se. But this is a port.
Donuts, the best donuts in town.
Vehicle inspection area. Okay.
Crazy crunchy critters.
Oh! Yes, sir. Appreciate the follow, Sigzor. I try to go earlier, live a little earlier. We've been live for about 3 hours now, so give or take, this is when we're going live daily. We go live daily every day except for Sundays. Sundays we try to cut clips and schedule some posts and get some videos for the YouTube channel up. I need to figure out what we have going on here though, because we're paying for this at the moment. Unless we shut this down, I don't like vehicles in use. How do I put vehicles in use? That's the question. That is the question. This is still making. Oh wow! Oh wow! We're making money hand over fist. Okay. You're poor. So now that we're making money as a city, I can start to lower some taxes pretty soon. I don't want to do it quite yet. It's a little early for that. But now we can add a garbage pickup facility. I don't want to pollute over here. That's the only problem. So we really don't want to do that yet. Because once we start ground pollution, then we're going to have an issue. Gas power, water treatment, hospitals. Right, we could do the incineration plant, but that's going to be air quality now. We could do recycling for additional income to the city. I don't hate that. I'd love to put down a college. We just can't afford it yet. We do need a governmental section, don't we? Airports, trains, not yet. Park maintenance, not yet. Of course, we'd love to do that as well, though. So, like, right now, we're trying to grow the city responsibly. I think, honestly, it's time to buy this section of tile. Because so we tried to keep as much as possible this to be like a suburban more so area. This is our main thoroughfare into the city, right through here. So when we get up in here, this will be the metropolis, if you will, like in this area, right? Major area, major city, large density of people, right? And then this will be more suburban, ideally. So I think it is time that we. Oh, but it's just okay. Let's do two. Let's do two. Can we afford three? We can afford three. I fear we can. We can afford it. We can afford it. We can afford it. Let's do it. Okay, so now that we know that we can afford that, that's perfect. Because now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a bridge kind of coming over this water. Bridge over the water. Another portion to live over here, so we can start actually building this out now. This is gonna be low density residential at once. So this is fine. This is just even more out of the way. Let's do this. Nah, that's too far. This right here. This is $5,000 of road, by the way. That just took half of our budget. All right, it's a done deal there. Now we're gonna want to 4-lane truss. This is 10,000 a mile, 8,000 a mile. Okay. How high are we going to want this? This is too short. Yeah, ideally, this is probably the height of this bridge. Ideally, this is the height of this. How much money is this going to cost? 30,000? All right. Can we take a loan out? How much are we making? We're making 100,000 monthly. So now that we can take a loan out, let's take out... Still want to be positive in our surplus. We still are in our surplus, in our city income. So if we take out another 500,000, we're paying 85,000 back. I think we can accept that. That'll be okay. The deep end, have a total loan of at least $200,000 in a single city. Okay, all right. That doesn't make me feel any better about my decision there, but we're still making 24,000 at the moment. So we're okay for now. I'd like to make this a bridge of some sort, which may actually mean that this needs to be backed up. All right, so we may need to delete this. This bridge roadway is going to be coming in now pretty soon. 4-lane wide road, one way. We would want it to be right on line with this. Start it here. That's a perfect bridge. Okay, that's a perfect bridge right there. All right, so now that we're here, we are 4-lane road. Oh, this is that's a one-way bridge. Amazing. Amazing mistake. Amazing mistake. Amazing mistake. We just wasted $30,000, Sixor. Oh, man. Wait. Unless it's a double decker. No, it's not. Okay. All right. So let's let's figure out what we've got going on now. Honestly, is that the worst thing to happen to us? Now we just need to do some planning. Okay, so we have a one-way bridge. We're obviously gonna need to spend another 30,000 to put it back this direction, unless we get recoup on it. No, I don't think we do. Okay, so if this is the main city entrance thoroughfare right here, ideally this is actually gonna be moved. If this is a one-way, if this is a one-way, we're gonna need to make a pivot area where this becomes from a two-way to a one-way road, if that makes sense. And because you got to do a little city planning, right? So you got to be able to plan for traffic that would need 4 lanes in one direction. I don't think we can't use that. I can't use that at the moment. Okay, so we need to now make sure that reading is fundamental, folks. Reading is fundamental. This says one way. This is the road that I wanted. This is the bridge that I wanted. Oh man, reading is fundamental. All right, so now we're $40,000 in the hole, and we only have a bridge. Okay, actually, I'm sorry, we're $70,000 in the hole because I just spent $40,000 for this one now. All right, so there we go. Control point there. This is going to need to slope, but not too steep. Right, we don't need to slope. How should we? Ideally, we do this number here, and it slopes down as that's too steep, isn't it? This is too steep. All right. Right there. Okay. I think that's good here. And we'll do like a kind of like a serpentine type of road, which honestly isn't the worst of designs. Start it out straight, yep, and then just curl it in. There you go. Because that, scientifically, that helps for the pace of cars joining the roadway, but this does look ugly if I do say so myself. I don't love the loop here. However, with that loop still being there, we could keep this road connected. So I guess that kind of works out. I guess this kind of works out. Now, if traffic does actually become large enough, we're gonna have to expand these roads, this road specifically, and make it 4-way on either side, an 8-lane road. Because obviously this is our one way into the city. So if we get 100,000 people in the city, we only have 2,000 at the moment. But if this number balloons, we're gonna have an issue. Okay, and so now we need to get this on the ground from here as well. Okay. All right. Let us do somewhat of a semicircle. All right. All right, so now that we're on the ground, we'll call this the loop bridge. What should we call this bridge? We can name the road on this bridge. What should we name it? I think it adds. I think I like the look of the bridge. It's a nice little suspension bridge. We're obviously, like I said, we're gonna end up putting some more residential neighborhood down this way. So we're gonna take the road now
Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts.
and just extend it out here because we'll end up extending out towards the city.
Grapes and crawlers and creamy, crazy, crunchy critters. It's a full-on horror show at Go Nuts
I'd like to make this a cul-de-sac.
Last 5 minutes.
Small little cul-de-sac right there. Good for residential, because this is gonna be all residential right here,
For your followers, are you on a journey to find freshness?
which will allow us to add.
Dingy stores? Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Groceries, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Janet.
Hi, Stanley.
Isn't this a lovely place?
Neighborhood entry.
Sure is.
Common Groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice.
If we go neighborhood entry straight in, that'll give us room to add. We got to think of. Well, see, we got to. Because we also need to be thinking about. We also need to be thinking about where we're going to be putting like hospitals and stuff like that. Emergency services, right? Ideally, we take this road, turn it upfield. Gets about there. We'll go up and over now. I need this to go up a little sooner than it is. All right. Now let's go up and over right about here. Okay. .90-degree angle. Okay, done. All right, so this is all going to be one portion of a neighborhood right in here. Right, so you're going to be able to enter the neighborhood over here. It's going to have an overpass portion that way. And it'll have another entry to the neighborhood somewhere down this way, I guess. Or actually, yeah, you know what? Let's because this isn't a highway. Right, so that's really the issue. We haven't unlocked highways and large roads. So we're kind of still stuck on medium roads at the moment. That's why we don't have any like entry or exit way ramps. I'd like to make this probably more businessy, business office. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go waterfront properties here. All right, let's go waterfront properties here. I think that this can all be waterfront. Right, if all this is waterfront property. I think this is a bit of a done deal here. Okay. There's no desire for medium density homes at the moment. That's really what our issue is. All right, so that's good. And then down this way, we should have another stretch of a road somewhat about right here-ish. Should meet the curve of the other road. Should put us about right here. So it'll continue out to give or take. Be bang on right there. Okay, cool. All right, so now we connect this. You connect the roads like so. Beachfront properties here. We could even go businessy. We could even go business waterfront. Right there. These are now regular homes. We're going to want to put a cul-de-sac. We'll do a cul-de-sac with a tree there. Cul-de-sac with a tree there. We'll put a roundabout. Nice small little roundabout here. Do we want a roundabout? Let's do a roundabout here. It keeps the traffic flowing. A roundabout there to keep the traffic flowing as well. This one will just go no stop sign. We'll add a stop sign. I'm sorry. No traffic light, but a stop sign here. The traffic lights there, I don't mind. Or what we do is no left turns here. Okay. You're coming straight. This road connects here. That's a long enough thoroughfare where the traffic won't be too poor. And so if we said no left turns into the neighborhood this way, right? Let's get no left turns into the neighborhood that way. So you're good here. If you're coming up, if you're coming in, you can't make this turn, but you can come into the secondary entrance, right? Similarly, if you're coming in, you can't make this turn, but you can come into the secondary entrance of the neighborhood, which probably is wildly inefficient. But for now, we'll see how it works, and if we need to address it later, we can. We'd like to make the roads bicycle friendly at some point, of course. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take these zones off. I don't really want to have them. All right, we're good there. We can get some emergency services in over here as well. Question is, do they don't continue? Okay, all right, that's good to know. All right. Now we will. The pooper shooter. And this will become a gravel dirt road. in order to support this roadway here. And I don't know why I went that way to start. Here we go. This probably makes more sense. All right, there we go. All right, so now we have 300,000 in the bank. We've upgraded this neighborhood living. We should be okay for a little bit. Let's pay back some of these loans. Okay, we're gonna be making money again pretty soon. All right, so we're gonna need another police station. Let's just put the police station right here. All right, let's put the police station there for now. District creation tool. We're gonna create this district. That's one there. This will be the extra industrial. And this will be the agricultural. All right, I think we're in a good way there. You are going to serve 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh.
Storm spotters have reported a tornado.
You're going to sleep now. Uh-oh. Have a great night. I appreciate you stopping in, Sigzor, and thank you for the follow. And have a great day. Shout out to the Swedes, man. The Swedish. I appreciate the follow, and thank you for watching. All right, so this tornado could be a problem. It might not be a problem, though.
Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts, the best donuts in town. We've got crepes and crawlers and creamy, crazy, crunchy critters. It's a full-on horror show at Go Nuts Donuts.
All right.
Bet you won't last 5 minutes.
We also need a city hall type situation at some point.
Setting a good example for your followers.
Downtown
Are you
City
on a journey to
Hall.
find freshness?
I
Are
think
you
we're
tired of
okay.
shopping at the dingy stores? Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Grocery.
All right, so poorly educated citizens is growing.
Why, hello, Jack.
Educated citizens are growing and meeting.
It sure is.
Common Groceries. For twice
6
the
months.
price,
Yep,
it's
okay.
twice as nice.
Well educated is boomed. Well educated has boomed. That's the addition of our schools and education systems. So that's a great thing to see. Uneducated has not dropped, but it has not gained. So that's good. Money in. We're losing again. We're losing again. Losing 18,000. Okay, that's not good. We need to continue to
This is an
oh
emergency
God.
broadcast.
Another tornado?
Storm spotters have reported a tornado currently heading towards the city.
Is that a
Extreme
private
wind
jet?
Conditions are expected. All citizens are advised to seek shelter at this time.
It is a PJ. CRJ. Why am I getting spammed with tornadoes right now? All right, so let's check on some things here, right? Administration-wise, we have none, so can't really do anything there. Education is good. Is good. Disaster control, we still have none. We have one firehouse. We need another one soon. Roads are good. We have a lot of parking structures. Traffic is actually pretty decent. Volume of traffic. So this is what we expected, right? This is why we upgraded this road a while back. We knew that this would happen, so we kind of went with that direction, right? Add a little bit of traffic management here on these streets as they come in, and then it breaks down to low as they get further out of the main thoroughfares, right? So that's good to see. Bike availability, 36 places to put a bike, and only 2 people are parking their bikes at the moment, so that's all right. Bike high traffic areas, right in the biking lanes. So we may end up needing to add some biking lanes over here, but it's okay for now. Transportation, we don't really have much transportation, but we should be putting a taxi service over here soon. Water and sewage, we're good. Electricity is good still. We're bringing it in from the city. Still. We're not having any bottlenecks. So at one point they used to have bottlenecks in this game real bad. Alright, so let's see. Noise pollution. We're keeping our public away from noise pollution pretty well. Ground pollution's not too terrible. Air pollution is starting to seep this way. That was one of my worries about putting industrial over here. But as we expand out to the west, I suppose, we're gonna keep shifting industry off to the left, and we'll keep putting homes to the right. So then when people are talking about smog, there is smog, and that's because it is coming into the city a tad, but hopefully that won't be for long. Workplace availability. This is actually a huge workplace spot, right? 100 people that they're employing. So this is providing a lot of jobs right there. This is providing a lot of jobs as well. Level 5 already. Wow. It's not bad. How much money you have in? Oh, you guys aren't millionaires yet. Surprising. A few jobs here in the office district. Like I said, industrial. We'll put some offices out here when that need comes up as well. Let's see. Let's keep looking here. Let's keep looking. Household wealth, right? Wealth is going up. These people are actually pretty wealthy. They're comfortable, but compared to the rest of the world, they are relatively good, right? They're better off than other people are. Population density, right? So that's going to be in this area for now. Soon to be in this region. Taxes are still high, but once we get some more businesses in, we'll start taking the taxes off of our citizens and putting more onto our businesses. Children located more so in this region. A couple family homes over here. Lots of adults. Real estate agents mansion. All right, we'll put that probably up that way sometime. Natural resources have not gone down, so that's good. There's still fertile land there. We still haven't figured out how to use this yet, but we will soon. We're starting to get into that oil productions area, so that'll be interesting. Workplace availability. Average commercial profit 46% profitable, so not terrible, but we'll be. Actually, it is pretty bad. We're not making a lot of profits from our from our buildings. Land value. It's going up. Homes. We see the upgrade trucks. They're coming around. The upgrade trucks are driving. We have 69% of our residential homes are level 2 now, so that's actually pretty good there. Level 2, we're starting to get level 2 commercial. We just got office buildings just recently, so we're not surprised there that we don't see too much growth. Occupied offices, so having a lot of occupied offices, except for this one vacant one, is pretty good actually. Not bad at all. Outside connections, we don't have a lot of those, so that's good. Top exports is fish, so we are starting to get some fish somehow, some way, I guess. We're importing a lot of cotton, chemicals, so our textiles, maybe we need to figure that out. And then tourism, we get a couple tourists, 63 tourists a month. That's not too terrible. That's not too bad. Let's go leisure. Bikes, we already looked at that. Transportation, we've looked at this. Education, yep, we looked. Police. Prison availability, it doesn't look like we need prisons, but we do have some jails. We do have now 2 jails. Nobody's in them. So until that becomes an issue, we should be all right. Disaster control, I think that this is probably next since we just got our first tornado. We had a wildfire earlier, but that wasn't much to complain about. Garbage processing, we're gonna need to start doing pretty soon. That's just necessary. 9 deaths a month. Ooh, we are almost at capacity on the cemetery. Okay, that's good to know. Water, we're good there. Wind speed. Okay. Traffic we've already looked at. And roads. Folks, I think we're in a good spot. While I don't want to end. Alright, so we don't have any employees. Okay, we are starting to get employees actually. Can't find enough employees. So at some point we'll begin to see some steadier growth on that front. We're gonna start paying back our loans some more. Right, so now we're making 60,000, so we can kind of just let that wash and wait for a little minute. Let's check some things out here. We're importing concrete. We're importing concrete specifically. All right, so we need to start processing more stone soon, and a lot of timber. So we need to start looking at some wood. Wood forestry plants would be good. Let's build then. Here we go. What is it overlapping on? Sports bar, nice. All right, because of the energy drinks. All right, we'll get that down. Why is this? Okay. This drum looks a little wicked, but it's doable, I guess. Okay, that's a done deal.
Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts, the best donuts in town. We've got crepes and crawlers and creamy, crazy, crunchy critters. It's a full-on horror show at Go Nuts Donuts. Bet
Done
you won't
deal.
last 5 minutes.
Alright, but then at some point we need a HARP passenger ship stop here to unload. Okay, so we need a cargo at some point. Okay, so we probably need about $600,000 to get this to work properly. Okay. Alright, that's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing that we've seen. Probably would like that to be more on towards this end though. Chat. I think that was a pretty good episode of starting of City Skylines.